Hello everyone, it's That Teacher here, and today's lesson is going to be on perimeter for beginners. Let's start learning. Welcome back to our channel everyone, thank you for tuning in to today's lesson. Now the first thing we are going to learn in today's lesson is, what is perimeter? Now the definition of perimeter is the total distance around the outside of a shape. And you find this by adding up the lengths of all the sides. Now the easiest way to remember what perimeter is something I teach my class. The simplest form is, perimeter is the outside measurement of a shape. You are measuring the border, the edges, the outside measurement of a shape. So when you think perimeter, you need to think of it like a fence, the border, the outside measurement of a shape. So try and let that sink in, outside measurement of a shape. Now, you will get questions exactly like this in your class when you are beginning to learn perimeter. So we have a rectangle here. You can see the height of the rectangle is 5 centimeters. So you have 5 centimeters there, and the length of the rectangle is 10 centimeters. Now what we need to do when we are finding out what the perimeter of this 2D shape is, we need to add all the sides together. You need to make sure that you add every single side of the shape in order to find what the perimeter of that shape is. So as you can see here, the working out is 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5. Now, when you're adding these numbers, it's important to understand that whatever method you choose to add these numbers is going to be important. You need to choose a method which is comfortable for you. I could tell you a whole variety of methods. However, whatever you find the most comfortable, the easiest to add all 4 of these numbers is what you should use. I tell the students in my class all the time, do the method which you find the easiest, the most comfortable. So if it was me, I would add one number by a time and counting on each time I add. So for example, we start with 10, we're adding 10 to 10, that's going to be 20. Now we're going to add 5 to 20, that's going to be 25. And 5 to 25, that's going to be 30. Some people might combine the 2 10s to make 20, the 2 5s to make 10, and then 20 plus 10 is going to equal 30. Whatever method you do is going to be awesome if you get the answer 30. Now, it doesn't matter what 2D shape you are finding the perimeter of, all you need to do is add all of the sides of the shape and you'll be able to determine what is the perimeter. So on our triangle here, you can see the base of the triangle is 10 and the 2 sides that are approaching up to the apex like that are 8 centimeters a piece. Now, 10 plus 8 plus 8. So I might add it this way. 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 plus 8 is going to equal 26. Now you might do it another way. Like I said, whatever is comfortable for you. If you can land on that answer 26, you've done a good job. Now, we have something we need to talk about here. It's called marks of congruence. So as you can see here, we have an orange square with little black lines. Those are the things which are called marks of congruence. Now what they mean in simple form, there's a definition, but I'm going to teach you the simplest form. Now if you see one mark of congruence, that is going to equal exactly the same thing. It is a symbol which shows you that one line is going to equal 5. So as you can see here, each little line is going to equal 5, and at the beginning of the shape, you had just the single 5, but there's all those lines, the marks of congruence. You know that each little mark of congruence is going to equal 5. So now you have all your measurements here. 5 plus 5 is going to be 10, plus 5 is going to be 15, plus 5 is going to be 20. And if you did that successfully, whatever way you added it, you would have added 20 centimeters is going to be your answer. Now, I'm going to give you the next level in understanding of marks of congruence. Now, as you can see here in our rectangle, we have a 6 with 1 mark of congruence and a 12 with 2 little marks of congruence. Now, like I said, they are a symbol for what the value of that particular edge is going to be. So, let's start with the 12 here. You have 2 lines here, so now you need to look to the other edges which do not have a number but also have 2 marks of congruence. So that is going to be the one parallel on top. And now you can see that is also going to equal 12. Now, you do exactly the same thing for the 6. You look for the edge which has one mark of congruence. That is going to equal 6. So now you have all of your measurements here. You can determine what the perimeter is by adding 6 plus 6 is going to be 12, plus 12 is going to be 24, plus 12 again. Your perimeter here is going to be 36. Now, like I said, add it up how you want. Just remember the marks of congruence. If you have one dash, any edge which also has one little dash mark of congruence is going to equal 6 or whatever number it is in your question. And also if it has 2 lines or more, any other symbol, it just means that any other edge which has that exact same symbol is going to be worth the same thing. Now, I have put some questions for you to work out at home for your journey in learning what perimeter is. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. It always helps. I'm going to keep cranking out as many lessons as possible this year so that we can cover all our bases so you can learn exactly what I teach in my class at home. Now, here are the answers to your questions with the working out. I know that if you follow the simple tips and tricks and strategies to determine our perimeter that we have taught in this lesson, you would have had a high level of success and you would have scored 4 out of 4 correct. Now, if you didn't, flick back to parts of the video, watch, learn, and you will get your 4 out of 4 marks. Now, thank you so much for watching today's lesson. It's That Teacher. We'll see you next time.